Howdy, everybody. Oh, wait, what the hell am I doing? What's up, guys? We are not rolling the intro today. We're getting right into it. We're getting dirty. Um, Speaking of dirty, say hi to Joe, everybody.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Technical Defects, where we, of course, have Ryan, and we have another bald guy on the show tonight. We have Ton Jones. Everybody,
You know what? He may be bald, but he's braver than I am. You see those tattoos and shit on his head?
No, I haven't noticed them.
I am. I figured you didn't. I am a giant vagina. I could not do that.
Well, there's only one of us that looks like a hippie. The long hair in the middle.
Yeah, right? Jesus Joe?
Hey, man. Don't hate.
Now, Ton, you realize something about 2 or 3 weeks ago? They got him to put in a man bun. On the show. It was for the show.
It was for the show. Yes, it was for the show. But unlike Ryan, I do have tattoos. I have a half sleeve and other tattoos, so
yeah,
I'm not
well,
as much
a real
of a
man would have gotten a full sleeve, so I don't want to hear your shit.
Right.
Well, see, there you go. There's that right there.
Oh, nice.
Hey, you go to one particular artist, man, or do you go to multiple different artists? What do you do?
I used to work at a tattoo parlor in California called Psycho City Tattoo. And it was Mike Godfrey, Mike Pike, JoJo Ackerman, all those guys. And my buddy Richie out of Dragon Tattoo in Colorado. I usually stick with the same group that we grew up with.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense.
That way you don't end up with herpagana syphilades from some dude fresh out of the jail saying he could do tacking or pepper shading.
Oh, what, with the jailhouse tack gun?
Yeah.
I got my RC motor on a pin.
Dude, I took this off my doorbell at the house while they're cutting holes in their tinfoil, peeking out the windows, looking for the 5-0 and the shadow people. Yeah.
I've never seen that happen before in my life, sir. I don't know what you speak of.
Wow, I love where this is going. Anyway, we're actually going to start off now, something a little simple. So, Ton, do us a favor, because a lot of people want to know about the original show. Well, I guess Auction Hunters isn't really the original show, but what can you tell us how that got started?
Well, all the people were casting at the same time for pretty much, it was Auction Hunters and Storage Wars were casting at the same time. I actually worked for the production company at the time doing wildlife rescue.
Yeah, that's true.
Biologist bringing the venomous snakes to sets. And on my off time, I'd go by storage units. I really did not want to be in front of the camera. I really don't give a shit about political correct. And I'm like, I don't belong in front of the camera. And one day I was meeting with the owner of the company. He says, man, I got to find some idiots for this auction show. I said, hey, me and my buddy, and pick some idiots out of the storage auction that's tomorrow. And it was pretty much at that point, he's all, I found my idiot. I was like, who? He's all, you.
And you wore the hell out of that badge proudly, didn't you?
Oh, damn straight. I was like, you really want me? He's all, well, how many auctions do you go to a week? I said, usually Monday through Thursday I hit auctions, and then I try to sell my crap Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday, Sunday I go out and cause trouble off-road, go hunting, go fishing, and raise hell.
Well, at first, other than out of the back of your car, where were you selling the stuff that you were getting at the auctions?
Most of it I sold either online or at my house or the Saugus swap meet.
Okay, so you weren't doing like storefronts or anything?
Oh, God, no. Too much over.
Right. Well, how did you start doing storage auctions? I mean, don't get me wrong. I thought it was a great idea when I saw it. The problem is everybody and their flippin' uncle saw this and now thinks that they can do it.
Oh, yeah, everybody. I started when I was helping my buddy Kevin. We also called him Repo. We were repoing cars at the time. And the way I would get my cars is we'd take a car in. Well, I would go to the auction. Auctions were Tuesdays and Thursdays. I would go to the repo auction and pick up a car to abuse for the week, drop it back off, and sell it for parts so I can go buy another one. And one of the auctioneers is like, why don't you ever go to our storage auctions? This is in like 96. I was like, a storage auction? What the hell is that? He's like, you can go buy someone's crap. I'm all, so you can go buy their crap, take everything out, go through it, and not go to jail?
I've been doing it wrong all along.
Oh, shit. Let's do this. So I started hitting storage auctions, and I was like, okay, I'm buying all kinds of crap. And in the Mojave Desert, Palmdale, Lancaster, I mean, nothing goes to waste. It's like the ultimate recycling center. Anything and everything. You put a couch on the curb, it's off like a prom dress in like 10 minutes. It's gone.
Apparently you've been to Cleveland then.
Dude, seriously.
Like, it's gone. I literally put a grill out front, and I wasn't even to the backyard before somebody stopped and took it.
Oh, that's how it is in the Mojave Desert. In Lancaster, Palmdale, you put a couch out, guarantee you it's going to be at the next bonfire that weekend. And at the end of the bonfire, it gets cooked.
That's true. Yeah.
So I started doing that in '96, just doing it as a way to have not have a real job. Buy stuff and sell it.
Cool. So it was supporting your weekend kind of hunting.
Anything that helped me go hunting, fishing, or off-roading, or playing in the mud, I was all over it. So what I would do is I would work doing storage auctions Mondays to usually Thursday morning, then Thursday, Friday, I would sell everything, sometimes Saturday, and the rest of Saturday and Sunday, I'd go out off-roading, hunting, fishing, playing in the mud, doing whatever I wanted to do.
Oh, that sounds like the life.
Hey, I
It
got
was
to interrupt you real quick. While I sit here and reevaluate my life decisions, we got to say what's up to the mighty Mormon himself, Grady, out there in the house. What's
Grady
up, dude?
does an excellent job helping us out on here.
All right, so
Is he from Utah?
yes.
Dude, all my Mormon homies are in Utah. Go to church and off-road. Those are my boys,
Is that like all my exes live in Texas?
pretty much.
Yeah.
Anybody that off-roads in Utah is Mormon. I'm like, dude, they got some of the best off-road trucks ever.
He does. He if I remember correctly, him and his family, they'll go and do the rocks and stuff.
Aren't they Jeepers?
What is that?
Aren't they Jeepers?
Oh yeah, the big modified rubbery
Hell yeah.
rubberized suspension. Yeah, I want to do that. I'm fat though. I'm worried I'm just gonna keep bouncing.
Dude, I'm fat. It's called a counterweight. When you just go up rocks.
See, I went to go diving and they called it buoyancy.
Yeah.
Nope.
When they got to bring in lead bricks to put myself down to skydive.
That was the best part. I was at Discovery Cove in Florida, and they actually let you go dive. They put these helmets on you. Now, I didn't go down and do it because when I put the helmet on, it was smashed against my chin like this. I had no movement. But prior to that, the best part was watching the attendant, the divers and all them, kind of go, oh shit. And then the one guy had to figure out how to nicely tell me to put the counterweights on. And the best part was is they probably picked their biggest guy to be sympathetic because he's like, yeah, dude, I got to use these myself sometimes. I'm like, oh, okay, that makes me feel better.
Yeah. They always tell me when I go diving, they're all, sir, you're going to need a little bit more counterweight. I was like, say I'm fat? Coming from a dude that has dreadlocks and looks like he has a tapeworm.
Right? Looks like he definitely isn't a smoker, definitely doesn't get the munchies, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I was like,
Grady said Moab is where he usually goes.
Moab, yes.
Yeah.
Dude. That rocks.
Nice.
Literally.
All right, I'm done talking about the Mormon. I talked to him enough.
I got to bounce back to how do you go from storage lockers to, I think you said you worked for a production company?
Yeah. Being in the Mojave Desert, I grew up chasing wildlife, snakes, picking up scorpions, or desert tarantulas. I worked out there for quite a while and just chasing reptiles while I was out hunting and fishing. And I came across a production company while I was out chasing snakes one night, and they said, oh, there's snakes out here. well, if we pay you, will you pull the snakes off the property and relocate them while we're trying to film? And I'm sure. He's all, and you can get fed. We'll bring you out here. We'll pay your fuel. We'll pay you out. It was a day rate and feed me to hang out all night and chase snakes, what I was doing already for free. Okay, let's do this. And it started out just with one or two production companies, and the word kind of traveled on, and it's kind of a unique niche in the market where film crews would call up, hey, you got a venomous snake you can bring to set? Or, hey, do you want to come out here and catch all these snakes while we're trying to film a movie? And anybody in Southern California, well, most people move to California to work in the film industry. I was born and raised there. There's filming all over the Mojave Desert. I mean, that's where they go to do if they're going to kill someone in a movie, it's probably going to be in the Mojave Desert.
Probably in real life too, right?
Oh, dude, there's bodies everywhere. That's what makes the Joshua trees grow. And
Oh, that's the best shit I've heard in a long time.
yeah, I worked out there, and I've been working in the film industry since probably 97, 98.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I would still do auctions. I would do car auctions, gun auctions, and then whenever it's not a full-time job when you work in the film production. 1 month they're filming, then no work for the next 6, 7 months.
Right.
So I'd work a gig, and every time they wanted to kill a bad guy, they need someone ugly. I was like, dude, I love being a bad guy. You don't have to memorize lines. They kill you off, and you still get paid and fed. Dude.
And sometimes you get to kick somebody's ass.
Oh, yeah. And I've had my ass kicked by the smallest guys that couldn't hurt a paper bag.
That's awesome.
Very
That's
realistic.
where this is the part where you fall. What? Huh? Oh, all right.
Oh, he's going to do a jump spin kick and knock 350 pounds to the ground. Oh, that's cute. I weighs more than him. Physics don't exist in this film set.
No, most film sets.
Yeah.
So I'm curious, what was your first on-screen credit? Was it a movie, TV show?
I think it was a San Miguel beer commercial. Wow, way back in the day.
I've never even heard of that beer.
It's shit.
I'm guessing you don't still endorse them.
We were filming this commercial. I was out there actually pulling snakes on set, and they said they needed a scary person in the background. Okay, I just stood there with my arms crossed.
That's the look. That's the intimidation look.
That's the let me see your ID look.
Yep. I was like, I did that one. I did Desert Heat. It's Rockstar with Mark Wahlberg. I mean, I've done a lot of television, film, music videos, and it's piecework. You work for 1 or 2 days during the month, and they're like, okay, we're done. Next job. Everybody's gone. Go back to buying storage units.
Now, are you still doing storage units to this day?
Not as much as I used to because
Everyone knows you?
yeah, and I've won a couple times, and I find it kind of amusing because if I bid on a unit, all of a sudden everybody else bids.
Right.
So it's gotten to the point now where I'll show up at a storage auction where I really want something, and I'll watch for the unit, and I'll bid on nothing but crap leading up. And everybody bids over me. I'm like, okay, cool. A unit I wouldn't have paid $50 for is going for $1,000. I'm like, so it's become a lot more difficult. I try to go a little further out, stay away from the cities, to hunt down. It sounds bad, but retirement communities.
No, that sounds about right.
Anything with a high death rate, a high incarceration rate, I'm there.
So you're checking stats on Google before you go.
Oh, yeah.
How many
Yeah,
of these assholes are in jail?
Yeah, I'm on. How many people were arrested this year?
Yeah.
I'm like, retirement communities. Palm Springs was always a good one because it has a high retirement rate and a high mortality rate. I mean, you take some older people and put them out in the desert dude, hello, they're not going to survive.
I never understood that. I always wondered, didn't you want to be like cold and preserve them like a meat pack?
Yeah, send them to Alaska.
Yeah.
Oh no, we're going to put them in the hot spot.
My bones feel better.
Oh, wait a minute. I thought I lived in the retirement capital of the world, Florida.
Dude, Florida is a gold mine. Well, hit and miss, because I find a lot of drugs and narcotics in Hollywood, Florida.
That sounds about right.
In their storage units, we found some shit. I'm like, you call the cops, you're like, hey, I found a bunch of drugs in a storage unit. No joke. Exact words. And your problem is? I'm like, no, I'm calling you because there's drugs in the storage unit. Is someone dead? No.
Enjoy.
You can bring it down to the station if you want. I'm like, I'm not driving this in my car down to the station with drugs. Have you seen what I look like?
No, you don't get profiled.
Dude, guilty. Guilty. The first thing that happens when I get pulled over is still parole or probation. I'm like, that's fucking much.
Oh my god.
Dude, I get pulled over to this day, the first thing I do is drop the keys out the window, my hands go too.
See, for me, I don't deal with that because I don't have the tats. They just look at me as just a bald, angry man.
Yeah.
And the best part is I don't deal with any of that other than the fact that I'm usually, if I get pulled over, it's 3 a.m. It's usually a rookie cop, and he's usually got his head in the door going, and I'll be like, I've been working, I wasn't drinking. Oh, carry on. Meantime, my plates were expired on that one.
Yeah, I get it. I come back from hog. I'm out here in Texas hog hunting at night. It's not so bad anymore, but I'd be rolling out to the middle of nowhere hog hunting, coming back at 2 o'clock in the morning, get pulled over because my tail light is out. I'm like,
It's amazing
It's
how
not.
it fixes itself, huh?
yeah, they're all, oh, it's starting to twitch. And they're all pro or probation. Well, neither. They're all, what gang you from? The hog hunting gang?
I would think of the first Latin gang I could and tell them that.
Yeah. I run and do drive-bys on pigs out in the wild. They're my ice chest in the back. I'm a murderer.
Really? Just as long as you don't look at them and go, you got a real pretty mouth, son.
Gonna make you squeal like a pig.
How do you feel about male full frontal nudity?
Oh, I forgot about that fucking line.
Yeah. That'll haunt you.
Oh my god. Well, if you're choking up my lung, I apologize.
Yeah, really. Can you do it away from the mic, possibly?
I could, but then what fun would that be?
Fair enough.
Hold on, here goes the big one. All right.
There's lung butter.
Yep. I think I got something on a Ninja Turtle back here by accident.
Wipe it off.
No, it's Raphael. He likes that shit. Don't ask.
Let's see. Next flavor.
He's got the big canister of ooze next to him, too. So he's really doubly prepared.
Mama ain't raised no fool.
Yeah, well, that's like that. It's like on Amazon where you can buy that 50-gallon drum of lubricant. 55-gallon drum of lubricant can be bought on Amazon.
Why do we know this?
Because
Wow.
the reviews are amazing. They're almost as good as the banana slicer.
Are you kidding me? I gotta look this shit.
55-gallon drum of there. You know what? I'm gonna do you one better, sir.
He's gonna pull it up on the screen.
Yeah, let me get me off this screen. Hold on. Oh my lord.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is exactly what you want to see. This is what we are here for.
I think it's Amazon Prime too, so.
If
Oh,
it's
it's free
your
shipping.
shop part, I'm gonna be worried.
Oh, what the hell? Hang on.
All right, you look for that. I'm going to ask another question. just because I am curious. So, I Was Bitten. TV show you were on?
Yes. Oh my
Okay.
God.
Hold on. Here we go.
It's only $1,450. What a steal!
Let's look at the price. I'm looking for the thing on it. Here we go. There we go. Passion Lube's natural water-based lubricant, 55-gallon drum. And I don't think it comes with the girl in it.
3,120 reviews.
Oh, yeah. Let's take a look and see if there's any gems on here real quick. Brad and I will be grand marshals at this year's San Diego parade, and we're looking for just the right touch to add a bit of pizzazz to our appearance. So we stumbled across the Passion natural water-based lubricant 55-gallon drum. We felt we struck gold, just enough volume to soak an entire parade of spectators, yet easily fit on our float. Double win. That's not even one of the better ones, I'm guessing. Let's see here. You know what, you guys, just go check it out on Amazon. 55-gallon drum reviews. They have comparisons for you in case you need it. Yeah.
What the?
Yeah, I have an internet connection, and sometimes I have too much free time having a 3-year-old. So she goes to sleep, and I look up lubricant. Don't ask. My fiance's not happy about it either.
I don't even know where to go with that.
You don't. You go to the next question, and we truck right along.
Yeah, I'm kind of baffled at the moment. Hold on. There was something about a show I Was Bitten, but Bitten and Lube, I don't know how this is going to coincide.
I think that's the perfect segue.
Damn. Oh.
We slid right into that question.
So you were, according to this, you were an animal wrangler on that show.
Yes. We
Fine.
try to keep everybody else from getting bitten so we don't have another episode. We handled all the venomous snakes for the recreations.
Ah, okay, gotcha.
And we try to keep everybody else from getting bit by another venomous snake so they don't die.
Have you been bitten?
Yes.
Extremely bad?
No, it was a dry bite. I actually got really lucky. I got bit through the bag. I was removing a snake from a park, and I put the snake in the bag, and there was still kids around, of course. Their parents were like, "Ooh, watch the snake guy." Put the snake in the bag, roll the bag up. I'm walking through, and one lady with her litter decided to tell him, "Go take a picture with the snake guy." I'm like, "No, get back. I have a venomous snake in the bag," and they're running up. I hold the bag above my head. It comes back, hits my hand, and I feel a needle prick through the bag.
Oh, crap.
And at that point, you needed new drawers.
Oh, yeah, dude, I was crapping like a deer. Just
Just the whole way while you're running,
I jumped in the truck, drove to the hospital. The snake's still in the truck.
No, there's a lot of. There's a lot of rumors as to what they have to do if that happens. What do they actually do?
Stay calm, get to the hospital, relax.
I meant that. What does the hospital do when you get there to run you that?
When I got there, the protocol usually is observe. You do have time if the bite starts to swell. What they do is I was bitten on my hand. So from the time I get there, they mark where the swelling's at with a marker and put a time.
Okay.
And they track the progression up your arm or on your leg or limb, wherever you got bit, of the swelling and look for muscle twitches and spasms, bleeding in teeth and gums, bleeding out your ear, your nose, your eyes. And if it progresses quick, then they start administering antivenom.
You see, and I thought all those were just the symptoms from the anniversary party I had to DJ last weekend.
That happened.
It was a hell of a party.
Okay. I'm just curious, what kind of snake was it?
It was a Mojave rattlesnake.
Wow.
Yeah.
That should have been. Oh, ooh, damn. You got very lucky, apparently.
And go ahead.
Yeah. That was my one lottery win. I haven't won anything since.
Well, I guess that's better than a $5 ticket.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'd be okay with that one.
Yeah.
I got a couple of more questions pertaining to that show that I want to move on to his bigger and better stuff that he's got going on. Just pertaining to the storage units, everybody always asks, was it rigged? Can you?
I wish. Dude, I didn't have the luxury of the shows that are going on now. On our show, we don't say, this is worth $75 and a magical number appears in the corner, and they just cha-ching. I $75. No, you didn't. You lying fuck.
Oh, that's awesome.
We busted our ass. I mean, we went out and bought so many fucking units.
I mean, was it just you two actually emptying out these lockers?
Oh yeah, Spike wanted to see it, so we bought units. The first couple seasons, we burnt so much film and tape, just digging through crap.
I can only imagine.
And it got to the point where, because this was before the show, I would buy maybe 5 units a week at tops. On the average, it would be 2 or 3 because that's what a person can handle. And when Alan and I teamed up before the show happened, we would split a unit. That was great. That's how we met. We'd split a unit. He would say, hey, I know what's in this one. I see these items. I know it's worth money. I said, well, I know with the rest of the stuff, it's worth money. Let's split the unit. I'm not selling furniture or glassware. I don't know about that shit. Has this crazy memory of all these antiques, woodwork, furniture, claw and ball legs, everything. And he's like, I know there's money on this side. I'm all, well, the tools and the guns, I know there's money on this side. We'd split it and make it easy to go through. When the show happened, we went from buying 5 units a week to 150 units a week.
Holy
Jesus.
crap.
Yeah, you play the odds, you're going to hit it sooner or later.
Right.
Yeah.
Was that out of pocket
So-
for you guys, or was Spike funding that at that point?
The first season, it was all out of our pocket.
Okay.
The second season, we were splitting it, and then it kind of went, because of ownership, we started doing a percentage, we all did a percentage into it.
Okay.
That's when we started slowing down again. When they had to start paying, we started slowing down on buying units again.
It's amazing how that happens, isn't it?
Yeah, they're like, oh, so we're not just going to buy a bunch of crap. And then Alan, they actually started listening to Alan and I again, and we started buying a lot more quality. We were still buying probably 50, 60 units a week, but what they would do is they'd film it all, and then we'd go back later on and redig the units. We'd go and dig the units with the camera crew there. Because when you dig a unit, no one's around. Everybody's already gone.
Right.
So what we do is buy all the units, and then we'd go back and film the other parts. Uh-oh, baby's awake.
Oh, boy. Quiet.
He'll come and kick my butt. He's 6 months old, and he's teething.
Oh, shit.
Damn. How much time do you think we have left, hon?
Oh, I got time.
Cool. Okay, so just making
Oh, God.
check.
There was a moment of concern that happened there. Oh, no, I'm good.
No, Mama's handle it. She's tough. She's Slovakian. She can whoop my ass.
I've noticed that. You've got an awesome-looking family, by the way, man.
Very much.
Most profitable item that you personally,
Oh, that I personally?
yeah.
Okay, in Fresno, California, it was right before the show started. I bought a storage unit that was a bunch of reloading gear. Had a bunch of filing cabinets. It looked like a guy was using the storage unit to reload ammo. And I bought the storage unit, went in, found all of these war medals and all this paperwork and all this stuff about this guy. And I actually stopped and called the number on the paperwork. It happened to be one of his sons. I said, hey, I got a storage unit full of your dad's war medals and all this other stuff. I'm all, do you want to come and get it? Mm-hmm. And he's all, no, that fucker never left us anything. And I'm like, dude, he's a veteran. There's war medals, there's family heirlooms in here, there's all this other paperwork. So I tried to call everybody on that, everybody's phone number I could find in there. Even the manager made a few phone calls to like the contact list to find someone to come get this stuff.
Mm.
And they were just a bunch of little arrogant asses. Oh, Dad never left us anything. All he did was reload ammunition and sell it. I'm like, all right, I tried.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I started going through the storage unit, and there were big barrels of brass casings to reload.
Oh.
And in the back, there was 20 bars of lead that used to melt. You'd melt down the lead and cast your own bullets. So I'm cleaning out this unit. I'm throwing these lead bars in the back, and I go to grab one, and I go to throw my back out. I hit the ground. I'm like, ow. 7 of these big long bars were solid silver.
Oh, Jesus.
So he's saving this for his family, evidently. So when he passed away, there would be money for the family members. They were too much of an asshole to come collect the stuff. They would have found it.
And realized what he was doing.
Yeah, he was pretty much all the money he made, he would melt down into these big bars of silver. And I'm like, son of a bitch, I have these bars that are 20, 30-pound bars of silver. And I'm like, you know what? Screw these bastards. They can't even have enough respect for their old man to come collect his war medals. I was like, I found one of the local veterans groups, and I said, hey, I don't want these going out on the street. People are buying them left and right. I'm giving you all the war memorabilia from this guy to keep. So the veterans group took that. I took all the gun reloading stuff, the brass and the silver, and went and I still have some of it. The other I cashed in.
Nice.
It was a pretty good hit. The whole unit, I bought the unit. I think it was like $1,200. After all was said and done, I made about $98,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's amazing how that works out sometimes.
Yeah. And all the lady bastards had to do is go clean up their dad's stuff after he passed away.
Unbelievable.
They didn't even have to act like they cared. They just needed to clean the stuff up.
I already bought the unit. I was giving them all of the memorabilia, everything. I said, hey, come get it.
Yeah.
I bought, come get it. First, photos and war stuff, that's something that needs to be passed down to the family. I'm like, here, take it. I don't want any money. I already bought the unit. I got you guys out of debt. Come take all the memorabilia. I'm keeping the reloading and the brass because I own the unit. That has no sentiment.
Yeah.
And they were too lazy to come get it.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And you thought that the lube story was hard to follow. How do you follow that?
I think like them apples.
So, considering how many units you actually bought, what was the one thing that just totally blew your mind, like the coolest freaking thing that you ever saw?
I know the most fucked up thing I ever saw.
All right, fair enough.
55-gallon drum of...
55-gallon drum of lube?
No, it was probably five or 6 weeks before we were filming, and Alan, my partner, hated this because I bought a storage unit in the Mojave Desert, and I bought it because there was a big ass barbecue in there I wanted. A huge barbecue, smoker on the side, everything, and a bunch of tools. And I was like, okay, I'm going to get this unit. It cost me about $800. I think it was $800. I don't remember now. And me and my buddy were in there digging the unit after it was closed. And here comes this really shady dude. Walks up to me. He's like, hey, sup, bro? Okay, this is going to get fun. How much for the barbecue? I said, everything else is for sale. The barbecue's mine. He's like, no, I want the barbecue. I'm like, we started arguing. He's like, that's my fucking barbecue. This was my unit. That's my barbecue. I was like, oh, great. So the owner's back, couldn't pay, wants to get down and dirty. I was like, cool. He's all, you know what? I'll give you bucks for what's in the barbecue. I'm like,
Hold on a second. Ryan, stop coughing. I can't hear what the hell he's saying.
I'm sorry.
He'll give you how much for the barbecue?
he's going to give me $500 for what was just inside the barbecue.
Oh.
And I'm like, all right, now I want to know what's inside the barbecue. And I go to open it, and he starts grabbing my arm. My buddy is pulling him back. I sling open the lid of the barbecue, and there's a stack of medical papers and a jar with a thumb in it. I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm staring at it. He takes the money, throws it in my face, grabs the thumb and a handful of paperwork, starts running. And I'm like, what the hell just happened? Me and my buddy were just like, dude, what the hell just happened? He's all, it's my thumb. I'm taking it with me. By law, I can't keep that. I would have given it to him. And I'm like, I just scored. I found a human thumb. That is awesome.
You got $5 for it.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool.
That is amazing.
All right, so I'm going to leave it to you guys for a moment. I'll be right back. I'm going to go choke my head off.
Wow. Okay.
He's going to go spread that lung butter on some toast.
Oh, I am, man. It's going to be good, too.
I mean, now I
Don't worry, I can still chime in from over here.
The thing that I found cool was that Auction Hunters was like the first big Spike show. It was like the first show to last 5 seasons. So that would be a huge accomplishment going against the other shows at the time that were on there. How'd that make you guys feel?
We enjoyed the show, even though it was like season 1. Spike was very difficult to work with.
I've heard that.
I remember one of the very first meetings, and I was still doing wildlife stuff at the time and still coming in. We were just doing it was the pilot season. One of the executives from Spike said, as long as this show's great, we're going to be your best friends. He's all, as soon as it starts to go downhill, we don't know you. I was like, nice fucking pep talk, Turbo.
Right.
That's the kind of support Spike had for their people. It was, they had made no qualms about it. It was, as long as the show does good, we'll be your best friend. As soon as it starts to tank, we don't know you. I'm like, yeah, I really want to work hard for this company. Contracts were already signed, and I'm like, okay, I got a bunch of douchebags I'm working for.
I mean, looking back on things, you guys were the original Storage show. I mean, Storage Wars came out a month afterwards.
Yes. Yep. And there was a chain of shows that came out in the next few years copying us, and Spike does not pay well.
Wait,
Spike
what doesn't pay well?
But
Like,
Oh. By the way, I'm back. Did you miss me?
oh yeah.
Did Joe break it?
not yet. Shut up and let him answer the question.
Fantastic. I guess we can do that.
Working with, don't get me wrong, there was some people with Spike that was great. I mean, really great. But there was a individual there that was pretty much in charge of things in our show, and she absolutely hated anything with a penis.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, it was like, no matter how friendly and how nice you tried to be, and like, hey, this is teamwork, all you got greeted with was her nose turned up at you and like, oh, you're below my pay grade. I'm like, this is awesome. This is great people to work for.
How does that happen at a network that's based around male TV?
Did you not hear what he said?
What?
It was unique. It made everything very difficult because no matter what we did as talent, it was never right.
Right.
I'm all, okay, you guys came to us because we bought storage units in the real world, and you're telling us we're doing it wrong?
There's not enough action for us. You need to buy better units.
You need more drama, more stakes. I'm all, dude, if I had $1 for every time this person came back and said, we need more stakes, more drama, more arguing, we need this to be like the Kardashians. I was like, you're on the wrong fucking TV show.
Right.
Wait, hold on. I'm trying to connect the dots here.
I've been trying to 6 years. It never worked. Yeah. I mean, our production company was amazing. Our actual production company had our back the whole time. I mean, they were awesome. But when it came down to network, here's a monkey, here's a football. Seriously, what the fuck?
And
So-
just in case that gets to be too much, the lube's available. Still,
Oh,
so
sweet.
for the monkey and the football, yeah.
Okay.
I've worked for a lot of different networks over the years, and Spike was definitely the most frustrating and most trying. I mean, I loved working for Discovery Channel, Nat Geo, and granted, 90% of that time was all behind the scenes doing wildlife stuff. But Spike TV was definitely very trying. They had very little to no support of their cast. As long as we brought them money, stay out of their way. That's how they treated us. I could go as far as saying they hated their cast because all that they wanted, we were the headache that made them money.
The headache that made them money.
Yeah, that's how they treated us.
Now, do you know the current situation in the Paramount Network? Was that a buyout, or is this just a brand change?
I'm actually not really sure. I've tried to avoid any of the news, watching them. Well, hell, I don't even watch the news anymore. The most reliable thing on the news is the weather, and that's pretty fucked up.
You're telling me, again, dude, I'm in Cleveland right now. All right, so I'm going to be clawing out of here by my chin, trying to get out of this place. You're going to see me doing snow tunnels like this. I mean, we're getting another 6 to 7 inches tonight.
I just got back from Slovakia.
Okay.
That cold and snowy. Really cold and snowy.
I'm not going to mention that it's 69 degrees here right now.
68 here in Texas.
I
So-
hope you both stub your toe
It's a
Really?
beautiful thing.
really hard.
It's not bad until the fat starts to crystallize and you get bruises from the ice on your fat rolls. Then it sucks.
Wow. Okay, I don't ever want to experience that.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think that's something that I've endured yet. Yeah, no, my guts never crystallized.
Yeah, I kind of lost my train of thought here for a second.
I have to wait through that before you go to bed.
Right?
Yes, that's right. Everybody out there watching right now, whether it's on replay or live, go to bed thinking about my big old gut crystallizing. You enjoy that.
Yeah, I'm going to refresh that real fast. And, whew.
Yeah, we don't have a dump button.
All right. Brian, do you have any more questions pertaining to the actual auction hunt-through show?
Oh, I got questions, but it has nothing to do with the show.
Well, I got a few more, but I just wanted to make sure I'm not overstepping.
No, dude.
Trying to let you get stuff in.
You take care of the facts, and I'm just going to make fun of everything.
Sure, that's what we normally do.
Exactly. Facts are for suckers.
Are they still broadcasting the show anywhere?
All over Europe. 2 to
Oh.
5 times.
Say it again, I'm sorry?
If you don't mind me asking, do you see anything from that, or you guys contracted out, you don't see a damn thing?
We don't get shit.
I figured as much. I kind of figured that was the answer, but
Whoa.
Yes. Never had faith in our show from the get-go. They thought we were going to burn out really quick. So they never... I I think it came down to they didn't think we were ever going to make it past season 2. So they pretty much sold off the rights. So it airs on Discovery all over the world. I mean, when I was at SHOT Show this last week, I had people from Africa, the Ukraine, Italy, all over Poland, Hungary, Germany. I just watched your show before I flew here. I was like, sweet.
Nice. So, what is SHOT Show, man?
Wait a minute. Before you get the SHOT Show, he just totally said he gets nothing from that. So even with sales on Amazon or friggin' Apple, you get ungats, you get nothing?
I get jack and shit.
See, I figured the reason I didn't really touch much base on that is I kind of figured, because we've talked to quite a few people from Spike, everyone's got the same story, man.
Oh, yeah.
We figured that this was one of the shows that was one of the main shows from Spike. 5 seasons long.
To be Barter Rescue. If we were fake enough to be Barter Rescue in the other shows that helped them get start, we might be getting a cut. But we weren't.
You know what's
We're
funny
the one-
about that?
Nope.
I worked in nightclubs for over 20 years, man. Bars and nightclubs. Everybody I know in the industry watches that show. Taffer was out here with his crew trying to run his gig on a couple of the places out here, too. They looked at him like, no, dude, you know what? We're doing very well for ourselves. We don't need your bullshit.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a joke. They asked us nonstop at the beginning when he first got the show going. Hey, can you do everything you can to help pump and promote a show? We'll make it worth your while. I'm like, cool. Well, anybody trying to get their start, why not help them? And maybe one day they'll give a kickback. Fuck no. They're like, oh, thanks for helping build the audience. They said, give up your time slot for the first couple runs of their show, and we'll let you have it back. Oh, no, we never got it back. They're like, oh, he's an upcoming. I'm like, good for him. Then we met him at a couple get-togethers. I wanted to smack the taste out of his mouth.
Yeah, I've had owners and things like that in my face and the way he's tried, and it didn't always go real well for the owners.
No, you're not Gordon Ramsay here, fucko.
I'll tell you what, I had one that was so bad, like, that made Taffer look like a joke. He literally swung liquor bottles at me. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I'll tell you what, I'm glazing over, I'm burying the lead. We're going to save that one for another time. But yeah, straight up swinging liquor bottles at me.
That's someone would be paying a hefty price.
Oh, yeah. Needless to say, it's a good story.
And you realize Ryan is what, 6 foot, what?
6'3".
6'3", and you're a big dude, so yeah.
Those
go real well for the boss. What's that?
Yeah, those are the people that want what we call summer teeth. Some are here and some are there.
Oh, my God. I've got great stories from fantastic altercations through my 20s.
Damn, that was almost 20 years ago.
Yeah,
okay.
no joke, dude. I'm creeping up on 40 right now, and I sit here going, I remember when I used to kick ass.
Yep. I'll be 40 this year.
I'm 38 right now, so we're in the same boat, man.
I'll be 42 in, I don't know, a week.
You're old.
And still trying to hold on to the hair. Let it go, brother. Just let it go.
Don't wait. For the record, don't let it go this far.
Dude,
No.
this is sexy.
So you want me to bring sexy back, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
He wants you to get tattoos like you're going to rob a bank.
Nice. All mine's going to be negative space and
A tattoo?
yeah.
When the little divots back here turn into a big cul-de-sac, it's time to go.
But if I pull this all out right now, it's luscious and flowing. So
Well, here's the question for you. Yeah, he said luscious and flowing, dude. I'm totally just skating right over that part.
I've got no problem with that. I'm married with children.
Yeah, we're gonna bring back the damn Yankees and make it a hit again.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah. What's your favorite genre?
Hair bands.
You don't say.
All right, Ton, I used to like you.
So I got a question for you, Ton. When you went to that particular hairstyle, was it by choice or by nature?
By choice.
Was it? So if you let
Yeah.
it go, it'll grow out?
Oh, I look like a fucking chia pet.
I hate you.
So he can grow hair, Ryan, unlike you.
Oh yeah, I can grow hair.
I can grow like that Roman, like Jesus crown type hair. You know?
The crown of thorns.
Yeah, well, yeah, it comes complete with the crown of thorns, of course. Are we off the air yet? Did we get kicked off?
My face is turning red. Oh, shit.
But yeah, no, the day I realized it was time for me to cut my hair was the day that my best friend growing up, who ended up being a drag queen, was looking at my hair. I go, I know it's kind of thinning. He goes, oh, sugar biscuit, it ain't thinning. It's thin. And I didn't believe him at first.
So wait a
ran
minute.
with it.
I can't say long and luscious, but you can get away with that shit?
Absolutely. There's
Fair
a
enough.
distinct difference. I'm telling a story. You're describing a feature.
And when you're over 3 bills, you can say buttercup.
Buttercup, yep. And mean it. But then I go to get my hair cut, and I still wasn't believing my best friend, who, like I said, is a drag queen, so you know she doesn't bite, he doesn't bite. She doesn't bite their tongue.
I was going to say that.
Yeah. Anyways, I go get my hair cut, and I tell her, I go, take a little off the top. Apparently, she thought that was like the code sign for comb over, and she starts combing it over like this. And I knew her, so I looked at her, and I think her name was like Jessica or something. I go, Jessica, stop. She's like, what? I go, here's the money for the haircut. Here's your tip. Thank you. We went home, cracked open a bottle of Crown, threw a party, and everyone took turns shaving my head that night.
Damn straight.
Yeah.
Let it go.
It
Don't
was
hold
like
on
a
to it.
ritual, man. Everyone wanted to do it so bad. They're like, I've been meaning to tell you. No.
When you Homer Simpson, because you got 2 strands, it's time to just let it go.
So, Ryan, you're saying there's enough room on this show for 2 big bald men?
No, the difference is I like him. You got to keep something on your head.
No, I'm asking that for me to shave my head.
I know what you meant. You got to keep something on your head. I don't care if it's a Brillo pad. You keep something on that head.
Okay, fair enough.
Just remember, when Locks of Love turns down your hair because there's no more love, you should have shaved it a long time ago.
Ooh.
Damn, that was good.
I'm
asshole.
all out of love. Oh, sorry.
I love this guy. Well, actually, that's what I'm waiting a couple of more months to get it the right length so I can donate it to the kids. Just so
Hell,
they're aware. So
Yeah, that really is happening.
it really is happening. We're actually going to do a live charity event. So I got a few more months probably before it's just the right length to do that. And then, yeah, it's all.
I got to throw a few more dollars in charity's garter.
that's awesome.
All right, I was being serious, but yeah, okay.
I'm sorry. I'll stay over here and be quiet next time.
It's all good. I'll let you take the reins right now while I.
Find out who he is.
Yeah,
Well,
he's
no.
like, charity? What? Why don't I know about this?
I'm done with the bottles now. I'm up to the cup with the Jack in it.
Now, here's the question. Are we able to move on over to the event that I named that I can't remember what it is now?
God show.
Shot Show
That's it,
2018.
SHOT Show. I'm sorry about that. We're all off track. We derailed like an hour ago.
You put up the lube, man. We're yeah. That's so ton. Shot Show 2018.
Hey, I thought I was driving the bus.
Yeah, you took too long. So for those that don't know what that is, talk it, brother. What's SHOT Show all about?
God show is an annual get together where all the leading pretty much any manufacturer in the firearm hunting industry gets together to debut all of their new products to distributors. You have to either be part of a FFL, which is a Federal Firearms License, an outfitter, a wholesaler. They can come in for a hefty price tag for a ticket and look at all the new products that every company is going to be debuting for the new year. And it's badass.
That sounds awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he was shooting live there and just going to the different booths and everything, and it was just like, damn.
Oh,
that's cool.
Walking a convention that at the end of the day, just walking back and forth down the aisles, I was walking on the little pedometer that tells me I'm fat, 14 miles a day just inside a building.
No shit.
Yeah.
See, I did that at like Disney because I'm lame and there's no weapons there, and that disappoints me. You were at your own version of Disney.
Exactly.
And he shot the video, and he was like kind of taking a tour around, and he's like, "Yeah, how huge this friggin' thing is," as he's losing his friggin' voice from all week. Barely friggin' over here. Yeah.
He chasing me.
So what were you personally doing there?
I went there with a company called Air Force Air Guns. They develop high-powered air rifles for anything from the boarding class to youth groups, all the way up into big boys' toys, 45 caliber air rifles to hunt big game. We were debuting their new products, their new air compressors, their new rifles. It was a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun. Showed off their new integrated Texan, which is a 45 caliber, a 308, and a 357 air rifle with a integrated suppressor.
So my address is Jesus.
No, wait, do you get to play with all this stuff? Do you get to go out in the field and use them?
I've been using them for over 6 years. I'm going out this Sunday, Saturday or Sunday, with my buddy Hoops, and we're going to go shoot hogs and put more bacon in the refrigerator.
Nice.
Yeah, I love hunting with air rifles. It's amazing.
I love bacon.
Dude, you and me both, brother. If you've seen some of the pictures I posted for Christmas, I made a pork cheddar.
I saw.
Yeah, I'm fat and I eat, so I get to go hunt my food.
I would do that,
No,
but again, I
bring
live in
it up.
Cleveland, and rat burgers just aren't tasty.
I was watching the show, knowing that you were coming on. Dude, you look like you lost a lot of weight. Did you?
230 pounds.
That would be a lot of weight.
Yeah.
What's the secret to that, man?
Yeah, let me take notes, dude. What you got?
Gas.
Oh, you got the sleeve?
Hell.
Got to pick.
I was thinking about doing that myself. Joe, hold on 1 second, brother. Hold on. We're getting some jumpiness here. Oh.
Okay, so I was wondering what the hell was.
My max headroom.
Yeah, you did. We should be all right now.
Today, Junior.
So wait, so you said you got the sleeve? I didn't hear that part.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had gastric sleeve done. And I was 507 pounds while filming Auction Hunters.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and right before, I believe it was the last 2 seasons, I went and had gastric sleeve done on our off time. You've seen the show. I mean, I did all the stupid stunts and jumping off shit and beating the hell out of my body. And being 500 plus pounds, it hurt.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Trust me, I know. I'm a big dude.
got not breathing at night, not sleeping well. I was like, dude, I can't take this anymore. I went and had the surgery done and started losing weight quick. Stuck to the diet, and they're like, oh, you might lose 100, 150 pounds. No, I dropped over 200.
Wow. congratulations, man. That's good shit.
It's been quite a few years. I gained 20 pounds back, but I think I'm still doing pretty good.
Compared, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, that goes without saying. So
Yeah.
I'm curious about that, though. I'm not sure if you're a drinker or not. When you had that done, could you not drink alcohol or anything for a long period of time?
Oh, and
He's going to answer
gonna
your
go-
question about drinking now.
by the way, I ate that.
Did you say you hate that?
I ate that.
Oh, you ate that. Nice.
And the liquor stash.
Ah.
Yeah,
All right,
boy.
I'm thinking that answered my question.
Yeah?
So you enjoy a cocktail occasionally? Nice.
Boy's in Texas. You know he's got some drinks going on. Nice.
Oh, look at that.
I like to have the occasional beverage, but honestly, most of those bottles aren't even open anymore. I mean, hell, let's go next to my. I'm not sure if you can see.
Oh, is that a Jack bottle?
No, these are big old carbine bottles of liquor,
Really? That's cool.
and then, of course, another head.
Nice.
And then-
Eat that.
I ate that. I ate that.
So is everything on your walls in there something you shot personally?
Yeah,
Nice.
So how good's your jerky?
dude, I'm fat. I make good jerky.
You gotta send me. I need jerky. You need to have your own brand of jerky then.
I love jerky. I cooked some pretty good food. I mean, I can't eat a lot now. So if anybody's seen my Instagram, it's pure food porn. When I start cooking, everybody comes over because they know I can't eat it.
Oh.
It's that old phrase of literally you can look at the menu.
Yep. And I don't mind because one of my favorite pastimes is cooking. And I'm pretty sure my wife just married me for the cooking.
Yeah, I get
Love
that.
you.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I like to cook. So, 2 years ago on my birthday, we invited a bunch of people from the air gun industry over to my friend's house, and I cooked for 23 people. And all I ate was 4-ounce steak.
Wow.
That's torture.
As an appetizer?
That's all I had. I made 7 different kinds of exotic game meat. I did teriyaki Brussels sprouts. I did porchetta. I did deep fried garlic mashed potatoes, and then I did a beef tataki and deer stuffed mushrooms. I mean, it took me 9 hours to cook all the meal for dinner.
I think I would have had a foodgasm.
Oh yeah, and for dessert, I made it was a 6-pound brownie, and then I did a 2-pound chocolate chip cookie, put ice cream in the middle of it, crushed vanilla wafers on top with whipped cream, and then ice cream on top of that, covered in caramel and chocolate, and served everybody till they wanted to puke and die, because that was my revenge for them eating, and I can't.
That's one way to do it.
Awesome.
I want to make the skinny people diabetic. Come over and eat.
Man, they like at work all the time. Someone will talk about something like that, and I'll just put my foot up on the desk and be like, "You want to cut it off now, or you want to wait till later?"
That's what they're laying there. I'm all, what's wrong? They're all labored, breathing, can't eat more meat. I mean, these people, skinny people, having the meat sweats. That's beautiful.
Oh,
That's awesome.
I'm such the fan.
Right? Did I tell you he was not a cool ass freaking guy Told you we had to have him on.
Yes, you did.
I'm a little.
Good job, Joe. How do I do this? Oh, here we go. Good job, Joe.
Well, I'm not sure if he's familiar with the people we've had on in the past, and it has been some people from Spike. We had Hell's Kitchen winners. We've had Kane Hodder, who played Jason in a number of the Friday the 13th movies. Yeah. We've had Mark Slaughter from Slaughter. Yes, it's the hair band. Shut up. But yeah, we've had people, but having fun guests like this that actually interact and they're not afraid to friggin' laugh at us or themselves is what we really enjoy. And guests like that are kind of hard to come by. So you're making it fun for us.
There's a request for your teriyaki Brussels sprouts recipe, just so you know, in the comments. So.
Oh, sweet. It's going to be bomb. I'm going to be making it again here in about a week. I mean, this stuff is good. Literally, it's steamed Brussels sprouts that are quartered. Take in like a half of a brick of butter, put it in there.
Jeez.
Start to get it going so it soaks all the Brussels sprouts, soak all the butter, and you add teriyaki and plum sauce to the bottom and get it where it's searing and it sticks to it and like caramelizes. Then you throw in a handful of Parmesan cheese on top of it. And, dude, it's happiness.
So you totally killed the taste of the Brussels sprout and all the healthiness of the Brussels sprout.
Which is perfect for an individual that hates Brussels sprouts.
Oh,
yeah.
I love personally. But
you can make them, you still taste them. You just cut the butter down to about, I think they said it was like 6 grams of butter, but dude, butter makes the world go round. It's
I don't think I've ever weighed my butter like drugs before.
Yeah, that's what I was like. I was looking at this, and I was talking to a chef we were cooking, and he was just making Parmesan Brussels sprouts, and he's giving me the gram weights. I was like, you know what? I said, hey, can I fix this? And I got the dirtiest look in the world, like, I'm a chef. I was like, dude, I'm fat. And with the gastric sleeve, every calorie I take in better be fucking delicious.
Right. Right, because you kind of hit a peak where you lose the rest of it, you know?
And so what I did is he's making it, and I just took the stick of butter, I cut it in half, threw it in there, and he's looking at me like, what are you doing to my Brussels sprouts?
Making them good.
Yeah, and you get it down to it's a reduction where it's just thick butter. And I'm like, okay. Added the plum sauce with a little teriyaki so it sticks all together. And I take a handful of Parmesan and I threw it on top, and it looks like I smacked his mom. He's like,
I would have offered to go and do that if it would have made him feel better.
and he's like, you ruined it. I was like, fucking try it. And he says, oh, this is good. I was like,
gotta love it.
dude, it's happiness.
It sounds like it.
Well,
I don't know if it's the food that he
Max
Instagram.
Headroom, hold on. There we go.
What happened?
You Max Headroom down on us.
Damn, again? That's not on my end, brother.
Ton's fine.
I didn't do it.
Yeah, you did.
I probably. Oh.
It's your fault.
Always.
Well, I'll tell you what. We're actually starting to hit the point here where we need to start wrapping it up. Hey, what are the chances? I mean, if you're game for it, man. Oh, we're not done yet, Joe. We're just starting to wrap up. I know you got questions. You got questions? Easy, killer. Hi, buddy. I definitely want to extend the invite for you to return.
Oh, hell yeah. Over fat chick on a cupcake. I'll come back.
All right, Joe, now you can talk. I'm done.
Wow, thanks. I appreciate that. You sure? I'll give you a second.
Don't make me rethink it. Go.
Wait. All right, Ton. So, research and destruction. Go.
What I do is I've offered a service to a lot of different companies. I test products to the manufacturer specifications. Then I go beyond to see what it takes to break it. And what a lot of companies do now is they send me products and I film it for their own personal internal use. And when I can get away with it and get permission, I air it on YouTube. And when I can't, I just cook it, and I call it a diet killer.
Say that again?
For content, when companies won't let me put something on, I make some meal that's completely horrible for you, and I post it and call it a diet killer.
I thought that's what I heard. I just needed to hear that again.
Yeah, and you'll see on my Instagram, I always hashtag diet killer because I want to make something that just ruins someone's diet. But for the most part, research and destruction, I'm going to be doing a lot more hunting videos and a lot more air gun testing videos over the next few months. But like, I work with Cold Steel. They send me some knives to test out, and I have permission to test them on videos. And I'll go slice a bunch of water bottles, throw a knife into a brick wall, see if it will happen, shooting arrows into steel plates, see if I can punch through them. I blow stuff up, destroy stuff. I have fun.
I want to come over.
Dude, come on. I got plenty of ammunition. We'll throw some legs.
That's awesome. Do you do the whole production? You do all the recording yourself?
All the recording and all the editing I do myself.
That is awesome. I saw one recently. You had you were doing the archery thing with a big block of
Ballistic shell. Yeah,
yes.
we're testing out the Cold Steel. It's called Cheap Shot. Their new polymer arrowheads and broadheads, and they're like, "Well, what's the impact? Does this have penetration power?" I stood 40 yards back, broke out the high-speed camera, let that fucker rip, and holy hell, it was beat, and it punched all the way through a 16-inch block of ballistics gel.
16-inch block?
Yeah, that it's 40.
That's like
It was 6 by 10. 16 inches long, 10 inches wide. It went through the 10-inch side. I was able to hit the bullet that was stuck in there. Continued through and came out the other side.
That would take out about 3 people standing behind each other.
Oh yeah, it's ridiculous. It's badass. And they're only $9 for a pack of them. So I started shooting everything. I mean, I was getting 2x4 blocks, wham, seeing what it would take to destroy them, punching them through aluminum plates. I ruined the arrows and the broadhead, but it still went through. I was like, that's badass.
I like toys.
Yeah, I'm just like a shitting grin ear view.
That's why, I mean, my utility tool.
Yeah.
You know what's
Hey,
sad
you
is
have
like I'm seriously going to go and make sure that I still have a penis after this because you have like mentally manned me out, not even trying.
I wake up in the morning and I piss.
Oh God, I piss okay. So
I've got long hair.
Jesus Joe.
It's all right. I do admit, Slash is one of my good friends, and he is a hairband guy.
Yeah, qualifies as a hairband guy. Yeah. Or you mean a fan?
He's.
Are you
been a
calling
long time.
GNR a hairband, or are you saying
No,
that
I
he's...
just snake pit and
I know that sounded completely stupid, that question, but I know who Slash is, I know who GNR is. I'm going to be quiet.
Yeah.
well, I mean, they just reunited GNR the past year or so,
Yes, they
but
did.
Slash is snake pit and
We actually met. I met him in the reptile industry because he's.
oh shit,
Yeah.
man, you may have become one of my new idols. That is awesome. Damn.
Really cool, down to earth, chill dude.
Really?
And we could talk reptiles all day long, and he gets it. He's like, I was like, holy shit, do you know reptiles? And he's on the ball. He's a smart fucker.
Yeah, he had snakes in videos before that he was
Most-
in.
I brought a bunch.
Did you really?
Yeah. And I also gave him an anaconda for his birthday one year.
Damn.
It looks like there's a story behind that portion of it. Like, oops, maybe I shouldn't have done that.
Oh yeah, he loved it. Yeah, the rest of the family wasn't.
That's what I was. Yeah.
Let's see. We're gonna put ton application for most interesting man alive. Okay. Damn. All right. So there's a lot more to you that we don't know that we would love to delve in deeper at some point.
Are you hitting on him?
I may be. I don't know.
Okay.
This is new to me, man. I don't know if my wife would appreciate it, but
I think both of our wives would be like, okay, just be home by Thursday.
But honey, he cooks.
he cooks and he knows slash. Come on, and he has like weapons. It's
Yeah.
Oh man.
All right. We're going to be wrapping it up in a second. Ton, you've got some addresses that we want to go over. So hit us up with Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, everything you got, brother. What do you got?
Is Ton Jones official on Twitter, and it's the real Ton Jones, or you just look up Ton Jones Entertainer on Facebook. But the easiest way to get all of it is to go to tonjonesinc.com, and you can follow the links. All of them are down there on the bottom on tonjonesinc.com. You can find me every social media platform.
Oh, shit. I didn't know that.
And whatever you do, don't Google him. Otherwise, you're going to be walking around going, it's not unusual to be loved by everyone.
He even bitched at me for trying to trademark my own name.
Get the hell out of here.
I was like, dude, really? I trademarked my own name, and he got pissed off about it. He tried to fight me for 3 years. I was like, dude, take some Geritol and get over it, fucko.
No shit.
I actually looked on YouTube before the show, and there are Tom Jones videos that say Ton Jones.
Yeah.
That's why he was
And
having, yeah.
That's their way of getting back at me, is to use my name to get them. I was like, yeah, that wrong.
What a dick.
Never.
I knew I was going to get the reaction I wanted off of saying that.
Well, I don't know, man. If Ton grew some hair out, got a little Jerry curl, and
Look, never did I imagine that I would be a content creator on some show bad-mouthing Tom Jones. And you know what? Hell yes.
well, just keep in mind, gentlemen, that guy has got more ass than the three of us combined.
And that was just Thursday.
Right?
Granted, that ass is like 86, and never mind.
Being a gynecologist, you think the job's great until you actually get hired.
Pretty much.
Oh. All right, gents. I think we are going to wrap it up. Ryan, or actually, Ton, I'm sorry. Do you have anything else you'd like to bring up?
I just can't wait to come back.
Awesome.
We're going to save the rest of the shit for then.
Anytime you have anything to promote, got going on, feel free to hit me up. You've got my number. You've got my Facebook. Love to have you on again.
Or if you get bored.
Dude, I'm always up to no good, so when you're ready, call and I'm ready to play.
Right on.
Absolutely. All right. We are going to sign off. If you can stay on with us for about another minute after we do that, we'd greatly appreciate it. So as of that, Ryan, what do you got?
You know what? Normally I would tell everyone just to kiss my ass, but I'm all right with it today. So, have a good one, guys.
Thanks for being with us. Everybody, safe streaming. And actually, wait, next week, John Kazir.
Your face was huge, and I didn't like that.
Mine was?
Yeah,
That is awesome. Let us know when we're out.
No, I'm going to keep going because I just accidentally tried to shove us up to YouTube.
Nice.
All right.